going. I guess I'm going to wait for some people to show up. So, here we go. Here we go. Got some people. Hello, everyone. This is Hunter from AFI. Obviously, you know that because this is the account that you're watching this on. So, how's everyone doing? Seem to be getting a lot of little hearts in the side here, so that's cool. So I'm here to do a Q&A, and so I guess let's start doing that. Let's do some Q's. Let's see. Somebody asked me a question, and then I'll answer it. That's how a Q&A typically works. All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. So, okay, let me get this out of the way. I'm probably going to have to say this multiple times, but, I've been instructed to say that in terms of new music and touring and all that stuff, that we're all just going to have to wait for news about that until a little bit later. Not later in this Q&A, but just later in life. And so just stay tuned. I'm as curious as you probably are, because I would love to get out on the road, and I would love to have some new music out there. So just to address that, now let's look at some of these questions here. Okay, so we've got the let's see. Are you ever going to do more YouTube videos? Well, you know, I haven't thought about it. I kind of just got out of doing videos. I was kind of out of that mode for a while. But being in lockdown, it's kind of there's a little more of appeal to it, I guess. So maybe doing this type of a thing will sort of bust me out of that non-video rut, if you will. Let's see. Let me look at another one of these officially submitted questions. There's a lot of them. Okay. Let's see. What has been the highlight of your career with AFI so far? Oh, gosh, that's a good question. The highlight. I don't know. There's so many things. I think just being able to be in my 40s and look back and go, wait a second, I'm a professional musician. That's pretty awesome. I feel like prior to that moment of kind of realizing that this is what I do for a living. Just a moment ago, I was working at a movie theater, and so time flies. So I guess that's it. Having a career that is so creatively fulfilling and makes that time fly by. Let's see. Let's look at another one of these guys here. What was your favorite AFI music video to make? Okay, so I gotta be honest. Making videos sucks. Let me go through all the videos in my mind. Let's talk about them. This is what you guys are here for, right? Okay, so the first video that I did with AFI was for third season, and that was fine. Actually, that was fine. It was like I got to hang out in a cul-de-sac in Thousand Oaks for a day, and it was like the first video that I'd ever done, like first professional music video that I'd ever done. Shout out to Darren Doan. And that was, yeah, I can't think of anything bad about that one. I think it's because we didn't do a performance aspect. So, what else? The Total Immortal one was kind of cool. That was fun. That was just us walking around a graveyard. I mean, it was like a low budget kind of a thing. so that was cool. I will say though, like the ones the ones that are like actually really cool, the cool parts of them aren't fun to do. Like getting painted from head to toe in black grease paint, including like on my clothes. Like there was Vaseline on my clothes. This is for Girls Not Gray. Like Vaseline on my clothing. I was wearing I had to wear a wig that started right here, so it was a little bit of my hair, and there was like shoe polish in my hair. It was so fucking gross to get all that paint cleaned off. Then the regular performance part of it, which was like the next day, was fine. Mostly though, with doing the videos, it's there's some performance aspect, and you don't know what shot the director is going to use, and so every moment of your performance has to be like 100%, because you don't want them to end up using like a clip where you're kind of just like phoning it in just because you need to rest. And typically you're not playing on like a stage or like a surface that's forgiving. So it's like you're on concrete and you're wearing like boots, and you're having to do all these jumps and kicks, and you're just sweaty. You're not even really playing, and because you're not really playing, your hand isn't. Your hand's just like slamming against the strings, or my hand is slamming against the strings. So I'm like bleeding and sweating, and my legs hurt, and just, and you're doing it for 8 hours, not like the 1 hour you'd be playing a show for. So, and then at the end, and then you think you're done, you got away fine, and then they were like, "Oh, wait, hold on, we gotta have you lie down in gold paint." Trust me, this is gonna look great. We're gonna have you, or yeah, so, always something like that. The Love Like Winter video, also breathing in this like fake snow, chemical snow, awful. But I mean, these are cool videos. That's the thing. None of these are stupid videos. Like you know, the whole point of it is to do something that's like beyond. What is it? The Aurelia video was actually really cool, because that took like 5 minutes to do. So I just had to sit there. All you have to do is sit here and not do anything. Anyway, so I will say though, Silver and Cold video, we got to go to Prague. We didn't do anything in Prague other than shoot the video, but the idea that we came up with a video concept, and then as a result of that got to go to Prague, was pretty cool. So, and once again, it's like the videos look cool. So, yeah. So there. That's a long-winded answer for that, but got some more people showing up, more people in the house. So let's let me look at some of this stuff. Okay, hold on. What's behind you? Well, I have a painting that I painted over here, and over here some books. And there's I guess it's a elephant. I like to think it's a wooden mammoth, but let's see. How about that Snowcats video? Snowcats video was that one was wild, because we had just shot the White Offerings video the day before, and in one location, and then in a completely different location went to do the Snowcats video, and it was such a relief to not have to do to not have to be like doing that 100% performance on a stage, or not like a sound stage. Snowcats was like walking on a treadmill and playing, so it was that was kind of fun and just weird. Okay, let's see what else. Let me go through some of these comments and see if there's any questions here. Well, okay, so, oh man, so many things. You guys are all full of comments, aren't you? Let's see. What's your favorite song to play live? That's a pretty common question. For a while, I've been saying End Transmission, because it's like, first off, I really like that song. Second off, I get to do a combination of like playing and singing, which I like, and then there's something about the rhythm of the playing and singing that I really like. I don't know. There's just something about it that I really like. So I've been answering that question with that song for so long. I'm just gonna say that End Transmission. It's my favorite song to play live. Even though maybe from time to time it's not necessarily the favorite song. Sometimes we'll add a song into a set list that we haven't played in 10 years, or maybe we've never played it. And for that set, that's my favorite song because it's like fresh. I don't have to, I'm completely engaged in playing it because it's not, there's no muscle memory involved other than just the general muscle memory of being a bass player and playing songs. So, okay, let's see. Dude, there's so many questions here. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, here we go. What happened with post-war science? Would you ever do a t-shirt / merch line of your illustrations again? Post-war science, and we just decided to end it. It kind of ran its course, and Ted and I just wanted to like end it while we were kind of in a good place. And I would love to do a line of like designs for shirts, but maybe not the same way. I think it was nice to have a break from designing things for a while, and actually like the time that I used to spend designing shirts and things for post-war science, I now spend doing my weekly webcomic. So Cat with Matches, shout out to Cat with Matches. So you can check that out. That's self-promotion. Okay, let's see, what else? What memory do you have of Chicago? Oh man, so many. Chicago. It's okay. I can remember like my first time in Chicago was on my birthday in 1997, and I turned 21. So you do the math. And it was raining, and I remember going there. Not on that trip, on a different trip there to Chicago. I remember going there, and I think Joe from Rise Against and others took us to I think maybe Dan, and I don't remember who else, but took us to like a traditional Italian restaurant. We were gonna get some pizza. We were gonna get like deep dish pizza, and I remember I wasn't vegan yet. I was just vegetarian, and I remember getting a deep dish pizza that was just basically like a gigantic bowl of cheese. It was like the most insane thing ever. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Anyway, I love Chicago, and I can't wait to go back there. Let's hope that's a thing sooner than later. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What else you guys want to know? For those of you who are have tuned in later, news in terms of new music and touring will be coming in the future. So wait for that news. Just stay tuned, and we will let you know. Okay, let's see. Do you still feel like a Bay Area band or LA band now? That's a good question. Because I've been in LA now. I've lived in LA for 15 years. And longer than I ever lived in the Bay Area for. But the band started in the Bay Area? I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I feel like when we play older songs, or when I think about certain albums, I picture us being in the Bay Area, obviously rehearsing there, and even just this, I remember walking down the street just before Black Sails came out, and just thinking about like we're like an East Bay band. It's a thing. But now, I don't know. I just think of us as just like a band. I guess because we live in different cities, we're just like a California band now. So, letting you guys know, California band. Let's see. Dun-dun-dun. Questions. Any solo music soon? You know, I've been working on producing a lot over the past couple years, and so most of my sort of musical creative energy has been sort of focused into that. Having said that, with all this time that everyone seems to have now, I thought that this would be a nice opportunity to work on some solo stuff. I haven't done anything yet, but the seed of the idea has been planted. So, here's okay. Are you rock climbing in your house during the shutdown? You know, I've seen some really cool videos of people climbing around their houses, and I've thought about it. I don't really have. There's like a staircase that I could sort of climb, but not really. I actually injured my foot in January and needed a couple months for it to recover before climbing again. And as soon as it got to where it was good again is when everything shut down. So I haven't really had a chance to do anything yet. But I've been trying to, doing pull-ups to try to keep in shape for that. Been playing a lot of bass, so my calluses are good. But I guess I would need to do something that just completely shreds my hands up to really get that rock climbing effect. So maybe if maybe I need to do pull-ups but cover the bar with sandpaper. That might be actually it's not that bad of an idea. Considering it. Okay. Let's see, what else? Least favorite song. Okay. Least favorite AFI song. The long-running joke is that my least favorite song is Weathered Tome. Which isn't... It's not... I don't dislike that song, but that's the joke. So if anyone asks, Tome. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? God, you guys are asking so many questions so quickly. Okay. Long scale or short scale bass? Okay, that's a good question. Long scale is... I've only played short scale on a couple different things. Let me think of what they are. Tegan and Sarah record that I played on, The Con. Some of the songs I did on a short scale bass. If there were a new AFI record somewhere in the future, maybe one of those songs I played on a short scale. Let's see, what else? I played... the whole Los Gatos Beach Club record I played on a short scale bass. But generally long scale. And that's mostly because I squeeze the bass, the strings so hard that often on a short scale, because of it's a smaller scale, I'll end up pulling the strings sharp. So, speaking of short scale, got a short scale right here. Okay, let's see. What else? What else we got? Okay. Man, okay. It's like I start reading it and then a bunch of other questions come in. Okay. Okay, this is a good general question that I feel like everyone is answering around this time. What are you doing while in quarantine? Besides posted videos, any projects you're working on? Okay, so I have my weekly webcomic that I do, Cat with Matches. I did a jigsaw puzzle. That's cool, right? Everyone's doing that. I haven't baked anything because, I don't know, I'd have to buy flour and stuff and whatever. Let's see. I mean, I've microwaved some stuff. I've cooked a bunch of frozen vegan pizzas, so that's an accomplishment. I've been working on a lot of producing, a lot of music production, doing stuff with Blood Boy, doing stuff with Dear Boy, doing stuff with The Shinings, doing stuff with Candace Blue, doing stuff with Indiana Bradley, kind of just getting started on that. That hasn't really taken shape yet, but you know, a lot of different music stuff that is in the pipeline. Who knows when that'll actually happen. Let's see, what else? Favorite instrument to play other than bass? Okay, so my favorite instrument to play is drums. And I haven't played that much in the last 5 years, but it is the most fun. I feel like it's more fun when I'm in drummer shape, which I'm not. But just hitting things is fun. So I encourage any of you who have the resources to play the drums, just to do it. Doesn't matter how you sound. You know, you can start a band if you're good. Let's see. Okay. Will you ever record yourself playing Affliction? I have a long list. I actually made a list downstairs. I actually made a spreadsheet. Anytime I ask you guys, like, hey, what song do you want to hear next? I add that to a spreadsheet. And there are a lot of songs on this list, and some of them I just don't remember how to play, and so I'm like, well, okay, do I want to, like, learn how to play one of my own songs and then, like, do a video, or just play one that I already know? So I will get to all the songs, not all of them. I'll get to a lot of them eventually, but also don't want to just inundate you with all these songs, so spreading them out, pacing it. Okay, let's see. All right, what else we got? Have you guys ever been to San Jose? Yep. Oh my God, I can't keep up with these questions. Let me go to the officially submitted question section here. Hold on. Okay. Favorite breed of dog? I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite breed of dog. Is that a thing? Like, people have, like, I only like golden retrievers, or like, it's got to be a beagle, or I'm not involved. So I don't know. Let's see. What are you watching during quarantine? That's a good question. What am I not watching? I've watched every show that there is. You know, you name it, I've watched it, or I'm in the middle of it somewhere. Been watching Ozark recently. Kind of somewhere in the beginning of season 3 on that. Also, I've been watching Angie Tribeca. Just randomly decided to start that show. So, but yeah, I mean, I've watched everything. So, also Westworld. I'm like watching that week to week, which is kind of frustrating because I'm like more of a binge guy. Like, I just want to spend like 3 hours and just watch a chunk, like a block, and then. And when I say 3 hours, I mean 10 hours, right? I mean, let's be honest. Okay, let's see, what else? P-bass or J-bass? This is a bass player question. Both. I don't know that I've done a record in the last 20 years that hasn't had both. I mean, that's not true. There's a couple that I haven't. But the last record that I recorded only on jazz bass was The Art of Drowning. And that, even that, I used like a couple different jazz basses, including like a Jazz Deluxe. The only time I've ever used active pickups on a recording was Sacrifice Theory. My battery is dying. I guess this little Q&A will end when my battery dies. I'm plugged in too, so I don't even know. I guess you guys are sucking up more juice than the outlet can provide. So, okay, let's see. What else we got here? Favorite vegan donuts? I gotta say, Donut Friend, um, they they're like a good solid vegan donut provider for me here in Los Angeles. If you're in other places, other locations, there's probably like a good vegan donut place for you. But for LA, that's my spot. Uh, do you miss playing punk rock? I mean, okay, you mean do I miss playing like super fast stuff? Because we play fast stuff. We do include punk rock songs in our set. We're not writing and recording these like crazy fast albums, but I'm like in my 40s, so that might be kind of weird. But I do fucking love it. So, you know, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Let's see. Okay. Okay. I keep getting these notifications on my phone that my battery's trying to die. What was the jigsaw puzzle of? It was a bookshelf with a bunch of books on it. I tried to pick something that was as hard as I could find, like just some, other than just like a puzzle that's just completely blank. This was just like a bookshelf full of like just books with nothing on the spine, just colored books, old books. It's pretty tricky. Okay, let's see. Favorite vegan food? I don't know. I mean, like cookies. I love cookies, but you can't. Listen, if there's one thing I've learned during this quarantine is you cannot live on cookies alone. You need to eat something else in there. So, how long did it take you to hike Half Dome? That's a good question. It was like 8 hours or something like that each way. No, I guess coming down was maybe faster, but it was like 8 hours going up. I don't know. I don't remember. It was long. It was really long. How do you get your coffee when everything is closed? Well, let's see. I've had to make... I hate this too. I've had to make coffee every day. I've been doing French press, which is not my favorite. I'm an espresso guy. So, but I used to have an espresso machine, but when it broke, I just got rid of it, and I've been going out to get, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite experiences is to go to a coffee shop and be in that environment. I love that environment. The sounds, the smell, the coffee, people, the culture, and so it pains me to be at home and to make a French press. And like, this isn't what I wanted. But you do what you can, right? Okay. Do you play the kalimba? You know what? My parents have one, and I did play that when I was a kid. Haven't in a while, but it's also like if you play for more than like 5 minutes, it's a great way to give yourself blisters. Let's see. Okay. God, there's so many things. Okay. So many questions. Okay. Have you played an AFI song on Rock Band? No. So, I did play, one time I went into the Apple Store and on an iPad, maybe, they had some version of, like, Guitar Hero or Rock Band or one of those things, and I decided it was like, I could do the bass version of, I want to say it was Miss Murder, and so I thought, I got this, let me do this, and so I gave it a shot, and I basically failed. And I realized the reason was because I was playing it with musician timing, where you're sort of like anticipating the notes, and and you're kind of flowing with it and going, and the game is more about hand-eye coordination, so which isn't what like actual playing is. It's about feel, and so yeah, So, but I mean, like, do people still play those games? That's not a thing anymore, right? No? Okay. Hey, why don't you guys tell me what kind of games you guys play now? Like, what is everyone playing when you play games? You know, are you playing on your phone, or are you playing on like a console, some sort of like platform, some sort of thing? Tell me about it. Tell me about it, and someday I'll scroll through all these and get that information, because I'm like so behind on these. Like, you guys are commenting, and I'm like 30 pages up. So, let's see. Actually, okay. Sorry, I'm going to have to scroll down all this. How often are you recognized in public? Well, when I used to go in public, almost never. That's not true. I will, here and there, I will get, people will let me know that, that they recognize me from my band, and that they like our music, and I think that's cool. I think that's nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're getting here's some games here. Okay, this is good. I want to know what. So I just got a PS4, and I don't really play games yet. But I want to know. I want to know what there is. What kind of stuff is out there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I finally made it to the bottom. Okay, The Walking Dead. That's a show that I took this quarantine time to catch up on, because I was like a couple seasons behind, and finally caught up to where we are currently, and now it's a big cliffhanger. We have to wait until who knows when to see what happens next, right? Am I right? Is that the deal? Someone tell me. I have to know. Okay. Okay, here's one. Tell us about when the tour bus caught fire. Okay, so this was last year, and was this last year? Oh my god. We were on tour with Smashing Pumpkins, and we were about to cross into Canada. We just played a show, crossing the border. It's middle of the night, and we get off the bus to do the immigration, and it goes smoothly. Usually it takes a while, and you have to wait there, and you're like super tired because you like slept a couple hours and you had to wake up and then whatever. But no, it's fine. It goes super smooth. Get back on the bus, and finally just get back into my bunk. I probably took my clothes off in my bunk, and then I hear the bus driver get on the bus and yelling like, "It's on fire! Everyone off the bus! The bus is on fire!" I'm like, "What? Really?" So everybody's like panicking, freaking out, scrambling, grabbing things to run off the bus. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I gotta grab my things and or grab like one of my things, run off the bus, and so we're standing there watching, turn around and look in the bus, like it is on fire. It's legitimately on fire. There's like flames shooting out of the top and smoke and everything, and then like it stops, but we can't re-enter the bus because the fire department has to come legally. And so then the fire department comes. The bus isn't on fire anymore, but they've got all their gear on, and their masks and all their jackets and coats and hoses and stuff, and they're like all rallying, and they put out whatever fire was actually maybe still smoldering in the background, and it was just like the rear end, like the engine part of the bus. I guess technically, if the bus had really gone up and like really burnt up, I would have been one of the first people to burn up. So I'm glad I got off the bus. But there was a moment between when everyone ran off the bus and when the firefighters showed up that I realized I forgot this thing of vegan donuts on the bus. Should I go back in there and get it? If I just like hold my breath, maybe like so I won't inhale the smoke, is it worth it? Is it worth it? The answer is no, it's never worth it. It's never worth it to never re-enter a burning building. Unless you have to save some lives or something. Or you're a firefighter. That makes sense, right? So everyone was okay, except for the bus. All of everyone's stuff was okay. I even had a pillow that I would, my special pillow that I had assumed would be just a loss because of the smoke that maybe it had absorbed. Didn't even absorb any smoke. So it was all good. And the bus company gave us a new bus, and obviously they were very apologetic because, nobody had planned that, right? Anyway, so that's that story. There's more to it, but I don't know, it's not interesting. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? Special pillow. Yes, it's a special pillow. Okay, listen. I have to have a special pillow to sleep in because, I'm a sensitive dude. And I don't want to have neck pain, so I have a pillow that's like, it's like a pillow that I buy at like a retail store where you might be able to buy bed stuff or bath stuff or beyond that. I won't say who it is, but it's just like an extra soft pillow. That's it, and it's like synthetic down because the animals. Vegan. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? How long have I been doing this? Long enough? Okay. You guys still want to hear more? Okay. Let's get to some really important questions. Let's look in this pool of officially submitted questions. Far too many to ever answer, ever. Oh my god. There's like hundreds of them. Scrolling through these. Okay, I don't know, like this. Okay. What goes into... Okay, here's a good question. What goes into making a set list? Well, you'll have to ask Jade. Jade comes up with the preliminary framework for that, and then sends it around to everybody, and we go like, yeah, that's dope. Or, no way, I'm not playing that song. Or, hey, what if we switch these two? Or something. So, but he does all the heavy lifting, so you'll have to ask him. Let's see, what else? Okay, hold on, here we go. What did you have for dinner? I haven't had dinner yet. It's too early. I don't eat dinner until like 10. Okay, what else? Sing the Star Repress would be great, right? Sorry, I'm just reading these comments. Okay. How many unreleased songs are there? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think there's that many. I mean, if any. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Any more bass playthroughs? Yes, more coming. I just have to work on that. Work on some more. Okay. What else? Let's see. How's your mom doing? She's doing well. Thank you for asking. She is prepared to just ride out this quarantine as long as possible. She's taking as many precautions as she can to be safe, and good for her, and that goes for my dad as well. Let's see. Favorite comedian, Steve Martin. Favorite Red Rocks memory. That would be every time playing Red Rocks because that venue is the most memorable venue. It's just epic. If you haven't been to see a show there, at some point in the future you should. But in the meantime, just Google it and see if you can find some whatever your favorite band is playing there. I don't know who that might be. But just look at photos. It's breathtaking. Let's see. What else we got here? Do you miss the DF board? Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do. Maybe that could be a thing. We bring that back. Will you ever do a Black Sails in the Sunset tour? Well, actually, we did. We did that in 1999, and it was epic. And let me tell you, the set list was all songs from '99 and earlier. Crazy, right? Let's see. What else we got? What else here? Let's get some questions going. He says, as there's 100,000 questions in here. Okay. Okay, here's another rock climbing question. What grades do you boulder? I was back when I was still bouldering, although I would have to say that I'm out of bouldering shape. But I was doing like a lot of V5s, a couple V6s. I would say like a 3 to 6 range was kind of my jam. Certain styles were like a little more what I was into. I like going upside down and stuff. That's fun. So that's like rock climbing stuff. That's bouldering stuff for all of you who aren't into that stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, hold on. Tyler Duncan says lame answer to the Black Sails question, but it's true. That's true. Like we're not gonna go back in time and do. We're not one of those bands. So I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but we're just moving forward. Let's see. What? Oh God. Okay. What else we got here? Skincare routine. I need one. Skincare routine is I take a shower and wash my face. Sometimes I just use soap and I put lotion on it afterwards. That's it. Okay. Okay. It's like I start reading these questions and then a new one shoots in. Okay. This is okay. Let me go back to the official questions. It's too much to. Let's see here. Are these in any sort of order? I can't tell. Okay. If you also play drums, does Adam also play bass? Can y'all swap for a song? I don't. I mean, I guess we could. Once again, you'd have to ask Adam if he feels like he's up to that challenge. I'm sure he could pound out some sweet bass lines. So I don't think it would sound as good as the other way around. I mean, I know it wouldn't. So I think we're doing you guys a service of sticking to bass and drums. Okay, let's see. What else is going on here? sorry, there's too many questions. Okay. Let's see. Here's a question. It was about reading books, and I'm like really good at starting books and then not finishing them. That's kind of like my thing. So I don't actually know how any stories end, but I will say this book right here. This book is awesome. Everyone should read this book. Someday I'm going to finish it. Okay. Let's see. What other questions you guys got? What do you got for me? What are we doing on time? Still going. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can I get a birthday shout out? Yes. Anyone whose birthday it is today gets a birthday shout out. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday tomorrow, happy birthday tomorrow. Was it your birthday yesterday? Hey, happy birthday yesterday. Sorry I missed it. Maybe it was last week. Hey, happy birthday last week. Still kind of your birth month. Maybe your birthday is next month like mine is. Happy birthday next month. Happy birthday in advance, although some people consider that to be bad luck. Maybe your birthday was February 18th. Totally missed it. Sorry, but happy birthday anyway. And if your birthday is July 2nd, then hey, your birthday is coming up in a couple months. What are you gonna do? Are you excited? How's that? Is that good? Got all your birthday shout outs for you there. Let's see. Once again, if you tuned in late and whatever, or if you just need a reminder, I don't have any news regarding new music or touring because I personally don't have anything to tell you. I would love to know what's up with those things. So stay tuned, and whenever I find out, you'll find out. Let's see. What else? See, I knew somebody had it February 18th as their birthday. That's just how it works. You throw out a random date, and somebody's going to have that as their birthday. Let's see. What is this about tofu scramble? Just eggs? No eggs. No eggs. Come on, guys. You still eating eggs? It's 2020. Are you kidding me? Tofu scramble. What else we got here? Dun 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 dun. What else we got? Let's see. Okay, this is an easy one. Favorite The Force record. That would be complete discography because it's got everything. Let's see. What is your go-to album for when you're feeling down? That's a good question. It used to be, historically, it was The Cure, Disintegration. But you know, you can only use that so many times before it doesn't. I don't know. It's like it doesn't quite do what you want it to do. You got to pace yourself. So, but there's a million great albums out there. A million great albums by The Cure. Let's see. AFI bass part you are most proud of? Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm really happy with almost everything I've done. So, I think it's just whenever I'm working on a bass line, I try to come up with something that serves the song as best it can. So anything that accomplishes that, I'm proud of. But you know, I don't know. Sometimes I'll write a part and then I will not think about it for a long time, and then I'll go back and listen to it. Like all the stuff that I did with Tegan and Sarah, because I'm not touring with that material. You know, I forget about it for a while, and then anytime I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a cool bass line. Did I do that? Oh. And the answer is no. Matt Sharp did it, because it wasn't one of Tegan's songs. It was one of Sarah's songs. Okay, what else do we got here? Should do cameo birthday shoutouts for $20 a pop. I should, right? I mean, with all the ones that I just gave away for free, it's bad for business. Okay, let's see. What else? So, you guys like AFI? do the heart thing if you guys like AFI. That's right. That's like an easy win. Okay. Oh, so a correction on the Just Egg. You know what? I know what you're talking about. The Just Egg, the vegan Just Egg. It is a vegan product. I have tried it. It's not for me. Maybe in like in the context of a like a baking thing or something where it's mixed up. But on its own, I tried it and was like, oh, this is like just slimy and weird. I don't know. Maybe that's what people like about eggs. I don't know. Is the reason that people like eggs because they're slimy and weird? Answer that for yourself. Let's see. What else we got here? What about Fender has made you stick with them for so long? First off, it's a great company, and I love the people that work there. Shout out to Michael. But to me, that's what bass sounds like. A Fender bass is bass. So, simple as that. Was it freaky playing Just Like Heaven? You know, that was the last time I was actually really nervous on stage. Not for the show where we played Just Like Heaven for the MTV's Cure thing, but for the sound check when we're playing it in an empty room, but we're playing a Cure song for the Cure, who's sitting just off the stage, watching us play their song. Super nervous. And haven't been nervous since then because... let's see. What else do we got here? How much time we got? We're running out of time here. Do you still talk to people you know from high school? I do. I do, actually. I do. Not all of them, of course, but many of them I do still talk to. And that's cool. Let's see. Will you write another book like Success? I actually did. I wrote another book. That the very next year I wrote another book, and then I shopped it around. I shopped both of the books around, and couldn't find a publisher that had any interest in them. So it's just been sitting on my computer, and I thought, you know what? I'll just release it on my own. Do a self-published thing, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So that's on me. So follow up to Success coming soon because I've got time, right? So get excited about that. There's a lot of great stuff in the pipeline because we've got nothing but time. What else? Nice to see another huge Prince fan. I am a huge Prince fan. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is great content, right? I've noticed the numbers are waning, so that's fine. If you guys have to leave, you got other things to do, I understand. There's like a Alice in Chains concert happening right now. There's like a Rhett Miller concert Maybe you're getting ready for whatever the 7 p.m. concerts are. I get it. Everyone's competing for your attention right now in this time. It's like the old days of TV with like ratings, and remember how that used to be? Yeah. So I understand that your time is very important to you, and I'm really happy that you decided to spend it here with me. Because I love you guys, all 20,000. That's what it says right there. The number is like 20,000. This is like an unprecedented amount of live viewers. In case you can't see the number, it's just like incredible. No, it's every one of you is my favorite person for tuning in to this, watching me ramble for like an hour, almost an hour. So I'll do one of these again, definitely. Maybe take like a couple more questions, and then I think my time is up. So let's see. Would AFI ever play with an orchestra? That would be cool, right? I could see that happening, right? Right? Orchestras, pay attention. Give us a call. Okay, let's see what else. Do you pride yourself in being an awesome live performer? The live thing is one of my favorite things to do, because I just get to just pour it all out on stage. Just give it my all. Blood, sweat, tears, broken bones, all that. And do I think that I'm good at it? I think I'm good at what I do. Maybe not necessarily like the best, like all-around live performer. I do a very specific thing. But I guess I take pride in that. I don't know. Isn't pride one of the 7 deadly sins? All right. What do we got? A minute left? Okay. What's that thing on the top of the bookshelf? It's a wooden elephant thing. Let's see. More Los Gatos Beach Club. Maybe. Maybe. Not a top priority, but maybe soon. Okay. I think that this is going to be it for me, because I don't want to get cut off. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We will do this again in the future with other band members. And stay tuned, and thank you for being a friend.